Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Woo, it's been a while since I've done that song. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to a Me First Morning in May, because that's what we're doing. Oh my God, is my camera okay? Yeah, I think so. Are we good? Okay. If you're watching, let me know you're watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Come and say hi, because I have not done Me First Mornings in a while, and I've decided that it's time to bring it back. So if you are listening, just let me know that you can hear me and that you're around and you're watching and you like the show. So, my name, before I begin, is Patricia Ribeiro Wolfson, and I'm a life strategist and an energy practitioner. And I am here to amplify hope and love in the world by talking about my own struggles and sharing the Me First method, which is a strategy for building resilience, which I know we all need right now. Starting over after loss, big change, and getting clear on your own wants and needs. I can't tell you how many people I've spoken to that right now in their lives feel like they're on the precipice of big change, big transformation. And so it's one of the reasons that prompted me to bring back Me First Mornings, is because I want to be here and supporting you if you're going through your own big changes. I mean, I've been evolving this method for over 10 years with clients. I use it daily, I promise you, while trying to navigate my own life as a widow. I lost my husband to cancer over 2 years ago. I'm raising 3 teenage boys, and I'm going through perimenopause. So I say that because these are the things I talk about on the show. Oh, and also I have ADHD. So yeah, good luck following me. No, I'm just kidding. I've been doing this for a long time. I think we can stay on track. All right. So each day we are going to begin with taking 3 deep breaths, a little very light stretching. We will call in for spiritual support and set an intention together. Then I will give you some tips or inspired speech of some kind. And then I will pull a card at the end of our time together to let you know what kind of energy is going to be supporting you for the day. So let's get right to it. Like I said, if you're here, please say hi. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know that you're doing that too. Let me know if you can hear me. And we're going to get things started. So let's begin by lighting a candle. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you create your own sacred morning rituals or have your own sacred space. I struggle with that a little bit. And so this is part of a Me First Mornings. I'm doing this with you, helps me stay on track, helps me do it with you. And hopefully, if you do it with me, I just believe everything's better together. All right, so we have our candle. I'm going to do a little essential oils to start this. Today I'm using something from Organic Infusions called Head Ease, because I have a bit of a headache today. Surprise, surprise. Coming back from doing a show that I haven't done in ages. Why might I have a headache? I don't know, maybe a little expansion. All right, so now that I've put a little essential oils on my hands, let's take 3 deep breaths. Okay, I'm using the oils to take the deep breath, but you don't have to have the oil. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to basically ground ourselves, get our body ready for the day. So if you are running around, whatever time you're watching this, this is an opportunity for us to do this together. So let's do that now. Deep breath in and hold. And release. Now, the idea behind this is, number one, we want to exhale and take longer to exhale than we do inhale, because that calms our parasympathetic nervous system, or activates our parasympathetic system, which helps calm us, helps get us in tune with our bodies. And the second thing is we want to increase our capacity to receive, increasing our breath so that we can literally breathe more life into the planet, into ourselves, into each other, right? Like we want to feel that life force running through us. All right. So let's do a nice second deep breath. And I want you to pull in all the life force energy from the universe, the gift that is life, the gift that is beingness. Let's bring it in, okay? And hold and release. Okay, let's do that one last time. Deep breath in, really make it count. Let's expand our capacity to just breathe in life, okay? And hold and release. And as I release, I start to do a little bit of the stretching. We're just doing light stretching. We just want to kind of like release any stuck or stagnant energy in our bodies. We want to give it an option and an opportunity to exit our bodies. Okay, and you can take deep breaths while you're doing this too. And when you exhale, you are releasing any of that stuck and stagnant energy. Okay, and now we shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Beautiful. And now we will say a little prayer. Well, I will say my own prayer, and you can take a moment to say a prayer or call in spirit, basically calling in your spiritual support team, however you do that, and whatever way feels aligned with your own spiritual beliefs. But if you want to just listen to mine and let that apply, then please go right ahead. Okay, here we go. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of love and light connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Thank you, thank you, thank you for helping us set an intention that is in alignment with our highest good for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you for showing us the signs and synchronicities and messages in nature and music and movies, and through the cards that I pull later, and through the words of others today and always. I appreciate you. I serve you. I am grateful for any wisdom that you may have for me and for the collective on this day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. Okay. Whew. Don't we feel ready and jazzed? I don't know. I feel jazzed. It's always a good way to start my day with a little intention setting. And well, we set the prayer, but now you can take a moment to set your intention for the day. What is it that you want to achieve with your day? What is it that you want to feel in your day? And that's one of the things that I want to bring in with me first mornings. So I don't know if you ever feel like you're running on empty, giving so much to others. I'm sure if you're watching me, you can relate to that. Giving so much to others that there's no time for yourself. We have to change that. All right. So, Me First Mornings and what we're doing together, this is a simple yet powerful practice designed to help you take control of your day, and not just your day, of any moment that things feel out of hand, when you feel stuck, when you feel lost, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel afraid. You can apply any of the exercises that we do together here on Me First Mornings, or any of the things that I talk about. You can do for yourself and apply them in any way that you see fit, in any way that works for you. And I would really appreciate you please sharing with me in the comments, or send me an email, or however you reach me. And let me know if any of the things that I share help, or how they help you, because it's always helpful for me, and it's always helpful for me to share stories with other people that watch the show, or other clients that I have. And let me know how these tips have helped you. All right. I am my personal mission is to show up here for you, and if you can create your own sort of me first routine, we're going to do this together. You're just going to do this with me, and that's what we're going to do. I want to support you and myself on this journey. I think it's really important that we understand, how to tune our own instrument. And I talk a lot about sort of the mindset of tuning your instrument, but the embodiment of the things that we want, the embodiment of our visions, of our dreams, the embodiment of the kind of people that we hope to be, is a practice, and you don't just do it once. Every day you have to practice. And so that is part of my mission, is to show up here and to practice right along with you. Let's practice, putting ourselves and our aligned highest version of ourselves, in practice. Let's practice being the best version of ourselves. Let's practice being the kindest, most compassionate, most understanding version of humanity. Because I truly believe that if each one of us tunes in with that for ourselves, then that's what we're giving out in the world. That's the light we're shining in the world. And that's what we need to do, right? At least that's my perspective. So the Me First formula is, just pretty basic, right? We talk about identifying the things that no longer serve you. We introduce practices that align with the life that you're creating. And that is how we embody the future that you desire, right? By practicing those skills, by practicing those characteristics, by practicing making the choices that the successful version of you might make. Excuse me. It's like all sorts of energy moving through my body. And I think that my coffee's giving me heartburn. All right. Just let me know if you guys can hear me, because I haven't gotten anything. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm in this weird position. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go with it. Thank you for your patience if you're watching. Thank you. Okay, so you got to start small, all right? You got to think big, but start small, right? So let's say you are dreaming of an abundant, peaceful, like really joy-filled life, right? How do you, but maybe your day to day and every day you're feeling miserable and it's not working for you and things suck, right? So how do you make that adjustment? How do you shift things from being in a miserable state, right? And not necessarily by any doing of your own. Life sometimes sucks and you get thrown things at you and changes and readjustments and health diagnoses and job issues and relationship complications, right? Like we all have things that we deal with on a daily basis, and it's really hard to just stay like status quo, even if you're really, really trying. And unless you live on top of a mountain where you don't have any interaction with anybody, and even then you're going to interact with the weather, right? Like you're going to have to manage your emotions. You're going to have to manage your reactions. You're going to have to be responsible for your mindset and your output, right? Like your energetic output is your responsibility. What comes in, what happens to you, that's not your fault or your responsibility. But how you respond, the actions you take after things happen, well, that is your responsibility. And so that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about what is your responsibility and how can you control the things that you have control over? How can you make decisions that are in alignment with your highest and greatest good, right? Me first is about, wait, what is most important to me? What are my values? What is my vision? And it's not about being selfish, because I truly believe that if everybody is in alignment with their highest selves, just like nature's ecosystem, like there's a place for everyone in nature. There's a place for everyone's, you know, natural abilities, and there's a reason why people have things that they're not good at, right? Like there is, we're all intended to kind of fit together in this ecosystem that we live on this planet. And maybe humans just have a little harder time, being in their natural state. I don't know, because we're conditioned to be something other than what comes naturally often. And so my goal is to help you get back to who you truly are, right? And practice being that version of yourself, even though for many, many years you may have been conditioned to be someone else, or you may have been conditioned to mask your traits, your personality. You've been asked to adjust or pipe down or whatever comments you've heard in your life, right? And here, I just want you to I want you to learn and practice how to be in alignment with the highest version of yourself. And I want to help you practice doing it and getting there if you don't feel like you're there already. And it's really helpful when you're going through gigantic, enormous transformational changes. either in your own personal life or on a global scale, because all we have is our reactions and how we manage our emotions based on, the experiences that happen in our lives. All right, so I'm going to ask you, here's your challenge, and I have this on the description, right? Like, what is one small way that you can prioritize yourself tomorrow morning, right? Because it's already 11:30, so right now the morning's pretty much over. Depending, actually, I shouldn't say that, because depending on where you are when you're watching this, you might be watching this in the morning. So then in that case, you can decide what you want to do for this morning. But I want to ask you, what's one small way that you can prioritize yourself in your day? Okay, well, let's just say in your day, morning, noon, night, whenever. What is one thing that you can do that's just for you? It's just for you. And I want to share in the comments below. Or, share in any of my social media platforms, because I'm probably going to post at least something about this in those platforms. Okay, so now that we've done a little chit chat, and I have officially announced that Me First Mornings is coming back. Technically, Me First is coming back next week, right? We're going to start the week with something, lessons and strategies. Tomorrow is Fun Friday, so I will be doing Fun Friday tomorrow, and I may be doing something different. I don't know. I have I'm not quite finished preparing tomorrow's show, but I will be showing up here tomorrow, and I'm really excited to show up here for you every day, Monday through Friday, so that we can do this work together, because I truly believe that it is essential that we start to prioritize, yes, our individual needs, but with the intention to be able to give our energy appropriately to the collective, right? Like, if I'm fine tuned, right? Like, just like an instrument, I talk about this all the time. If you're used to watching my show or used to hearing me, you know that I often will use the instrument analogy, right? Like, if you walk out the door with your instrument and you haven't tuned it, it doesn't matter how well you play. If it's not tuned, it's going to sound like crap, right? And then if you take that crappily tuned instrument and you try to play it in a symphony, then you're going to sound even more terrible. And then everybody else is going to be like, why does that sound so terrible, right? Because they're going to be also, tuned or not tuned, right? So your responsibility is to tune your instrument. Your responsibility is to regulate your emotions, is to manage the energy that you are putting out there. It is your responsibility to put out the light in the way you want it to be seen in the world. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Embodying what you want to see in the world. It's not just, this is what I want, and this is, what I want to get, and this is what I think people should be doing with their lives. I mean, yes, we can all have commentary and contribute to, sort of what we want to see and how we want to see humanity evolve, right? But number one responsibility is you making sure that you have evolved to the level that you have the expectation that humanity will evolve, right? Because if you're telling everybody, I think people should be kinder and nicer, but you're saying it after you call them an asshole, well, I'm sorry, but you're defeating the purpose, right? So what you need to do is show up as the person that you want to see in the world. Show up as the energy that you want more of. And so that's what we're going to do here on Me First. That's what I'm going to do here is I want to show up to give you hope. I want to show up to give you tips. I want to show up to let you know that you're not alone in this struggle, because man, I struggle too. In fact, today I have a killer headache, but you would never know because I'm an amazing masker. Okay. But I really do have a terrible headache this morning, but I've taken medicine and I'm going to be okay. All right. Let's pull a card. Ooh, that was probably very loud for you. Let's pull a card. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Oh, my bestie just let me know that she can hear me. Thank you, Linda. Because that's what you do when you don't know and your audience isn't commenting. You text your friend and you say, can you hear me? And she said that she can. All right. Let's pull a card. Let's do this. So I have been learning about tarot. I am not going to be necessarily reading tarot cards all the time, but I just want to let you guys know that I have been learning tarot and really practicing every day. And this is my latest deck, the Luna Sol Tarot deck, which is actually not a new deck. I mean, it's not new for me. It might be new for you. My dear friend Rihanna bought it for me, probably for my birthday or something. Look how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous the box is. It's beautiful. Okay, and so it's by Darren Schill and K.E. Medaglia, founders of Liminal 11. I don't know what that is, but if you're interested, I don't have an Amazon shop yet, but I will, and I can send you 2 links of the things that I use. But in the meantime, I just want you to see these beautiful cards, and we're going to pull a card and see, what does the collective need? Let me just hold it. Keep these cards on my desk, so they're already kind of blessed and cleansed and all that. But just before starting to pull them for you guys, I want to see what the universe has to say to us about the collective energy right now, and what energy exists that can be supportive in this transformational journey. And I say that because I believe that all of us are on a very big transformational journey. There literally is not one person that I have spoken to in the last months, like months, that is not going through something personally, that is not experiencing some sort of personal challenge in their lives, whether it be health challenges or, family challenges or job challenges or, any number of challenges, financial, sort of definitely relationship challenges. There's a lot of those. And my heart is with you for anybody who's really struggling and going through it right now. But I promise you that this transformation is here to support you, and it's here to help you release the things that you cannot take with you to the next level of evolution, of your personal evolution and in your life. When I say that, I don't say that lightly. There is some reason, and I don't know what it is, that my husband, was not meant to be here for this level of, our family's evolution. My hope is that he's on the other side, communicating with me, giving me the inside scoop so that I can continue to give you hope and love in the world. Because I truly believe that I believe that, he's my secret weapon on the other side. I wish he was still here, but I guess it is what it is. I can't change it, so I can just continue asking him for his love and support and to look over us and protect us. And if you have someone special who's on the other side, just know that they're there and they're looking out for you, and they're there because they have to be. And it's not up to us to decide when they go or why they go or how they go. It's just up to us to believe that they had to go, and their love remains. Their beautiful life and everything that they offer this world remains. And if it's, people who have had a more complicated relationship, or you've had a more complicated relationship with, their legacy remains, and your healing through those wounds or those experiences is also part of our collective evolution. So I wish you much strength and love on your journey. If you are healing through some, of your own traumatic experiences from people who are here or not here anymore, sometimes it's harder to process when they're not, and sometimes it's easier, but I'm here to just lend love and support. And if you need some help figuring things out, you know where to find me. I don't know, do you know where to find me? In the description, you can book time with me through my scheduler, and we can talk, and we'll help you figure some things out. All right, here we go. What is the collective card? This one kind of jumped out. Page of Cups. Look at this. Okay. Can you see it? Page of Cups. Come on, camera. Yes, camera's focusing. Page of Cups. Okay. The Page of Cups, look at her. Look at her holding on to that cup. Now, cups is all about emotions, right? This is our feelings. right? And a page is like a new feeling or a young feeling or an immature feeling, right? It can be something like, and I believe it's a new feeling, right? We're talking about transformation and we're talking about me first, right? We're talking about putting ourselves first. This show hopefully is going to give you the support that you need to start putting yourself first, putting your needs first. And look at this, right? This is under the moon. The moon, look, it actually looks like it has a little sad face, this moon. And it's probably sad because you haven't been putting yourself first. So it's time. It's time to create a new feeling generated by your own actions of taking your life into your own hands. Look at this. I love this Page of Cups. Okay. And I'm going to read you what it says in my little Luna Soul Tarot book, because we're learning together, right? So let's see, Page of Cups. This deck doesn't have pentacles, it has discs, which is cool. All right, so here we go. Page. Page, love is in the air. Oh, how nice. And the Page of Cups is a sign that imminent or already existing love, whether it is in a new relationship, a wedding announcement, or any news about love expanding. There is a youthful joy and innocence in this new form of love. Well, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folk, anyone who's watching, if you are looking for love, I guess the energy to support you is that. And let me tell you something, because I specifically asked about the supportive energy. Love does not just have to come in the form of an intimate relationship. I can tell you that since my own special person, love of my life, has passed, you kind of have to fill in the blanks with love. And what I mean by that is that then the other special people in my life, my family, my friends, and people who are truly like family, right? The friends that are family, they have stepped up to show me the love and support that I needed while missing my person. And so if you are in a relationship or you are struggling in your relationship, maybe this is telling you it's time for a new love affair with yourself, right? And especially because this show focuses so much on your relationship with yourself. And I'm going to talk about relationships with other people. I'm going to talk about relationships with money. I'm going to talk about your relationship to everything in your life. But it really all begins with the relationship that you have with yourself. And if you are not excited about yourself, if you are not connected to yourself and to your dreams, I want you to think just for a moment, what kind of relationship would that be, right? Like if you were to call somebody and every time you called them, they talked about how well somebody else was doing, or they talked about, other things, but didn't ask you about how you were feeling, right? That's what happens when we do not tend to our own needs, when we're constantly trying to tend to someone else's needs, or when we're constantly trying to achieve or gain value through external forces or through external actions. If you are not connected to yourself, if you cannot be intimate with yourself in whatever way that means to you, then you are not having a healthy relationship with yourself. And if you cannot have a healthy relationship with yourself, it is really challenging to be able to have a healthy relationship with anything outside of you, because then your vision of yourself is distorted, right? Because you're not focusing or paying attention, you are disconnected from your true self. And if you're disconnected from your true self, then all your decisions are being made based on a disconnection, right? Are being based on a filter that someone else put there, someone else's ideas, someone else's vision, someone else's life path, right? If it's not yours, if you're not connected to it, then what you're doing is living your life for someone or something else. And I want to help you, bring you back to yourself, reconnect you with yourself. That has to be your mission. So once again, I'm going to repeat your instructions for today, as I want you to figure out how you can do something for yourself, today, tomorrow, whenever. I want you to write it in the comments and tell me what you are going to do that shows you that you are also a priority. You don't have to be the only priority, but you have to be in the mix. So please go ahead and tell me what you're going to do for yourself to tell me that you're going to put yourself in the mix of care, right? We don't want to talk about self care. Let's just talk about the care that we give to others and the care that is also needed for the vessel that gives the care, right? If the vessel isn't good, right? Like if your cup is broken, right, and you're pouring coffee into it, then you're not really going to have enough coffee to give other people because it's going to be pouring out, right? And right now we're leaking energy all over the place because we are not in alignment with who we are, right? That's part of this transformation. It's part of this transition. It's part of what we're going through, part of what humanity is going through, right? Our personal evolution is going to affect our global evolution, right? And our expansion, and how we treat ourselves is going to be reflected in how we treat others, right? And vice versa. How we treat others is a reflection of how we're treating ourselves. And it's really important that we keep those two things in balance. Yes, be loving and accepting and compassionate and wonderful to others, and also to yourself, right? You can't leave yourself out of the equation. You can't have one without the other, right? It's like those math equations with the equals in the middle. Who knew I was going to be making math references? But it's like this side, like 2x equals, whatever, 7x, right? So x has to be the same, right? It's the same. One is equal to the other. It may look different. You may give a little bit more here some days and a little less here other days, but you have to equally love yourself as you are loving others, right? Has to be input, output. You got to take care of yourself. Okay, so that's the card for today. I think I'm gonna leave it right there today. This felt like a good, quick intro into Me First Mornings. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you would like to book a personalized session or a card reading or a strategy session, taking my coaching expertise into account, well, then you can go to my Calendly. Just go Calendly.com/jumpstartforchange. Go ahead and check out the links that I have in my bio for you to go ahead and do that. And you can get a gift for someone you love. I do have gift cards. So if not for you, for somebody else, I'm available. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Me First TV. And I also have a freebie that I'm talking about down below. You can download my free Me First Guide to Transformation, and it includes how to calibrate your energy, a Me First morning ritual, a quick GPS activity, your daily ABCs, and a simple guide to managing stress. And if you have any questions, just reach out. Blah, blah, blah. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and you just keep shining that light.